Now in the hotter weather, I understand that everybody wants to still care for their dogs. Your dog still needs exercise. Depending on the breed, it needs certain levels of exercise. For example, I have two Dobermans. They require about between an hour and a half and 2 hours worth of exercise a day. One thing you need to remember, take the back of your hand, put it on the ground. Doesn't matter where you are, cement, sand, anything like that. If you cannot physically hold your hand nice and hard against the ground, the back of your hand, nice and hard against the ground for at least 7 seconds, it is too hot to take your dog out. Some people say, oh yeah, it's just 5 seconds. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, quick, 5, done. No, full 7 seconds. You put your hand down, regardless of if it's sand, bushland, cement, footpaths, anything. If it's been in the sun, put your back of your hand on it, count your full 7 seconds. If you can still keep your hand there nice and firm longer than 7 seconds, it's probably not too bad for your dog. The other thing too, when people walk their dogs, a lot of the time people have the habit of when they stop at a roadway, they make their dog sit. That's a great thing to do. I do it. A lot of people that I know do it. But what you need to do is find an alternative route where you're not making your dog sit. Even if you can hold your hand on the ground for 7 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever it is, it's uncomfortable for the dog. You've trained them, you want them to stop, you want them to sit near roadways just before you cross it. That's great. But bear in mind, the dog is trying to do what you've taught it to do, and it's not comfortable for them. Like right now, I can hold the back of my hand on the ground for at least 7 seconds. My knees on the ground, in clothing, and it's heating up. It's really heating up. It's only a 38-degree day today, and my knees heating up in the sand. So that's why I don't have my dogs out with me today. It is simply too hot for them. They are sitting at home, they're in the air conditioning. But bear that in mind if you're going to take your dog out. Yes, I understand you want to do what's best for your dog exercise wise, but the weather like this is just too hot for them. Save it, take them out later in the evening, take them out early in the morning just after the sun rises. It's the coolest part of the day where it's still going to be beneficial for your dog exercising it, but it's not going to harm them. You don't want to harm your dog in the heat. The other thing too, don't leave your dog tied up in the backyard. It is too hot for them. It doesn't matter if you've got a little bit of shade or you've got some water for them. That's fine. People think that's acceptable. Fine. Dogs die in the heat. They can't tolerate it as good as human beings can. So take your dog inside, do it a favour, keep it in the cool. If you've got it in the back of your car, have the air conditioner on for them. But you need to consider this when you're out and about. It's better for the animal.